Yo, what it do, boys? Honestly, I'm glad to be back on YouTube. I ain't gonna lie, but to be real, I'm gonna get straight up into this video. So in this video, I'm gonna show you guys how to do a Yondo type beat YouTube cover, whatever you want to. I know he has a pretty unique style, and I know a lot of people don't really know how he's able to get that type of YouTube cover style. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do it in this video. So it's gonna be somewhat similar, as close as possible, but you know. So obviously one of the first things you guys want to do is get your artist picture. I do suggest you guys get something with the white background. It might be a lot easier. Make sure you go to tools and go to a large one, so that way it's at least high quality. Let's say you're doing a yeet type beat. All you got to do is just right click, open the image in new tab, and let's save that. All right, so now that we in Photoshop, I got my artist photo. What you really want to do is just go to file, new. So in the preset area, make sure you go to film and video and go to the HD TV 1080p. So that's obviously the basic YouTube dimensions. You really don't need to go any more than that. You don't need to go to the 4K one or none of that. You can just go to that one and create. All right, so I dragged my artist photo onto the canvas. I do suggest Photoshop. The reason I wanted y'all to get a white background, because you guys can go to the layer, open the layer tab, right click it, rasterize the layer, and then you guys could go to the top to make it easier or quicker. If you're posting beats every day, you kind of just want it to be pretty quick, so just click select subject. And if you have a good background, if you don't, sometimes it might not work. It might. So obviously this one isn't selecting pretty good, so what you want to do is just hit Control D, which deselects it, or Command D if you're on a Mac, and you're just gonna have to do it either the magic wand tool, or if you guys just want, you guys could go to the magnetic lasso tool to select your subject. Honestly, I'm gonna go to view guides, and I'm gonna clear the guides because it's gonna come with guides. I'm just gonna do a time lapse, do the magnetic tool. So I'm gonna speed through this real quick. If you want to zoom in and move it around, press your space bar and you'll be able to grab it and move it around. All right, so when you're done using your tool, just double click, you'll see a selection. I just did a rough version of it, so that's really all I wanted to do. Now you want to go to this wand right here and go to quick selection and just kind of correct it and fix it a little bit. Just click around, make sure the plus sign is open. And if you mess up a little bit, go up here to the minus, and then you'll be able to fix some mistakes. So I'm gonna go back to the plus sign and then go to the bottom over here. Make sure the bottom is selected. And let's see, let's try the magic tool. Let's see if it'll automatically. All right, let's not do that. So if you already got the outside selected, just go to the marquee tool and then right click and go to copy and exit that out. And now the background's gone, but the full background isn't gone yet. So let's see if the magic tool will do its job, and it does. So we're gonna delete that. And if it doesn't, just do what you did with the magnetic tool. Hit Control D to deselect that. So now let's go in between the fingers and do the same thing. Delete. You know, it's not always gonna be perfect. And honestly, when we do the effect, it's not gonna really matter that much. So now let's zoom out. Now that we got them cut out, what we wanna do is, so now that we got the image cut out, what we wanna do is go to image, we're gonna go to adjustments, and then we're gonna go to threshold, and that's gonna select our subject. Basically what you want to do is just kind of go through and see what settings you like. Obviously that covers it all, that don't cover enough. So I'm gonna scroll it up to where you kind of see his facial features, maybe right there. Basically what I'm looking at, I don't want too many white dots in his hat, so I like that right there. You can still kind of see his little jacket details, his hands, and we're gonna press OK. We're not done yet, although this kind of looks like the effect, but we're still not done yet. What we want to do is go to select and then go to color range. So what this is going to do is going to select everything that's black, so that way you could cut out anything else and make it a transparent layer. You'll see why we want to do that later on. Here, I can show you right now. So if we go ahead and make a solid color, you see that's what happens. I mean, and that looks cool too. So if you guys want to stop right there and do that, you could do that as well. Go to select, go to color range, and you could adjust the fuzziness to kind of see how good it selects it, but we're kind of just gonna keep it that way. Just You can keep it at default. It's pretty good at doing that, but if you have to adjust it, make sure you look at the preview and then press OK. And now you're gonna see everything that's black selected. You're gonna go back to the marquee tool, make sure your layer is selected over here, right click and copy again, and you guys could keep or delete that layer. And now you guys got that Yondo effect. So a few things you guys could do is, if you want, you could be creative, put your beat name behind it. You guys could do something like that, you know, just as an example. If you want to get creative with it, that's what you could do. So if you want to find some dope colors, you could go to colorhunt.co and you'll find a bunch of dope colors. Like, you could copy that one. So all you got to do is click it, go back to Photoshop, go to the side right here and hit Control V or copy and paste it. And actually, my bad, I did that wrong. You could do that type of color. You could change it up, do whatever you guys got to do, be creative. And or you could just be like Yondo and keep it blank, make the layer a little smaller. Do that. Yeah, that's a quick tutorial. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys can start posting beats every day, making your brand look a little bit better.